Hello guys and welcome back to the road to 1600. Today I'm starting off at 802, so we are just over halfway there. And this game was pretty interesting because I thought I had a pretty good start, but then about halfway through the game I started making some silly mistakes that I probably should have caught, and my offense and defensive balance fell way out of swing. So we'll jump into the game review. But before that, if this is the first time finding the channel, I would love if you can subscribe as we continue to grow. So with that, let's take a look at the game. Okay guys, let's jump into the game review. I'm playing as white here at 802. I'm pretty happy to be over 800. So let's jump into the review. Going up against 759. So starting with the king's pawn. I recognize this as the French. After that, I'm not sure how to play it, but I do recognize it as the French, so it doesn't really help me. So I'm trying to think of playing towards the center, and I see a6, and I think to myself, that doesn't really mean anything. I don't know why he played that. So I figured, let me just try to develop normally. Maybe I'll build myself a little pyramid and then move my bishop out. But if he's going to give me control of the center, okay, I'll take control of the center. I'm not going to say no. And I see that knight come out, so I figured, let me put a little bit of pressure on that knight and see where he goes. Hindsight 2020, maybe I didn't really need to push that. My pawn was protected. I had control of the center. I didn't need to be aggressive there, and I think I need to be a little bit more patient, in the future to make sure I'm not overextending or putting myself in a bad position. So he backs the knight away, and I figured, and I'm doing a little math in my head, okay, if he goes here, he goes here, okay, so I say, let me actually push this pawn up, because if he goes to g5 or if he goes to f6, I can just take that knight. So I'm kind of bullying the knight into the corner over there, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself, but I haven't left myself a little overextended. I've been moving these pawns so much. I really haven't had a chance to get a lot more of my development done because I am being so aggressive right now that I don't necessarily need to be in this situation. So I figured, let me take this opportunity to develop some more pieces, get some more stuff into the game. And he, wants to put a little pressure on my pawn structure. And again, that aggressiveness is coming out. I'm looking at my light squared bishop, and I'm thinking, okay, if his e-pawn takes, then I can take with my light squared bishop. And I'm trying to advance so much right now, but I still only have 2 pieces developed. I think I probably should have taken it a little bit slower, worked on building up a structure, and then trying to build an attack based on, where he develops. So, okay, great. I'm just going to take with my queen, get my queen involved. And then I get pressured by this bishop. And this is my biggest mistake here. I need to do better than this. I should have known this. And I walk myself right into a fork. Fair play by him. I did this 100% myself. I'm still kicking myself for this. I need to do better. I can't just walk right into a fork like that. That's 100% my fault. So at the end of the day, I'm going to lose a bishop out of it. And that's on me. So I need to fall back, I need to retreat, I need to do better. I'm still under attack by that light squared bishop and by that knight who's now pushing up, and I still only have a knight and a queen developed. A lot of my pieces are still asleep back at home. So I fall back, and he starts to develop more. I need to kick out these pieces. I see that the queen was defending that pawn, so I was like, okay, let me get that bishop out of here. So I lose my knight in the process, and I figured, no, let's not take with the pawn, let's take with the queen, because I don't want to double up my pawns in the backfield here. But by doing so, I leave that whole d file kind of unattended. And so he gets me into, again, a nice little fork that because I moved that queen, and I didn't want to mess up my pawn structure, it left it wide open. So I'm in check. I slide away because I couldn't take. He slides over. Well, I get put in check again. And then he slides over to take my rook. And now I'm in trouble. And I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to play so aggressively here, and for really no reason. But what I was looking at trying to get that g7 pawn, take the rook, go into check. Then I'll slide up and take the knight. and start to do damage a little bit that way, because I recognize that I'm in trouble. I don't see the queen just yet, but I'm recognizing that I'm in trouble, and I need to do something about it, so I kind of a Hail Mary, reckless, let's just get into their backfield and start to do some damage, because I'm reeling at this point in time. So I slide over, terrible move, should have seen that coming. He comes over. He didn't necessarily need to slide over with his knight just yet, and I thought, okay, this is my chance. Hail Mary, let's throw it out there, make my plan happen, and then boom. He slides over. My queen is nowhere to be found to offer us any sort of protection. His dark squared bishop did a great job pinning my king down there to not allow it to move off of the back rank there, and he played great. He played a lot better than me. I was way over aggressive at the start. I should have played a little bit more defense, should have been a little bit more conservative, develop some more pieces, build out a good structure, and then start to look for an attack. And instead I thought, oh, I got some pawns up front, let me just push it up here and then push the other one up here, and oh my gosh, all of his pieces are gone in the back foot, and I'm going to win the game. No, that didn't happen, and I'll need to do better going forward. So, good game. Good learning, good practice, and that kind of leads into the next game you'll see when I post the next video. So thank you so much if you've made it this far. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe as we continue to grow, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.